What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome back to Junk Drummer TV, where I give my initial reactions, my hot takes, and my analysis on the drummers of today and yesterday and maybe tomorrow, if I stick around that long. I'm a professional drum teacher and a gigging musician, and I have been for the last 20 years. Today's episode is a bit of a change of pace in my ongoing effort to vary the content around here. I'm taking a couple commenters' suggestions, and I'm going to be reacting to the Whiplash movie trailer. Now, I know what you're going to say. It's a 5-year-old movie, and you are correct. But 5 years ago, I didn't have a YouTube channel. A lot of the commenters that have suggested this wanted me to do my reaction on the movie itself. I have never seen this movie. Listen, I am a professional drum teacher, as I said before, which means I teach 6 days a week, 50 to 55 lessons a week. I play in 2 different bands. I play in a metal band and a band that can best be described as music for the misfit toys, which means all of my time, or most of it, is taken up playing, teaching, recording music. Which means when I do have some time to myself and actually get to take in a movie or a TV series, I really don't want to watch something about music instruction. The movie Drumline was the movie that really soured me on Hollywood depictions of the relationships between music and music instructor. That was a silly, stupid movie. And since then, I've really stayed clear from them. That being said, I love Mr. Holland's Opus. It's one of my favorite movies, and 9 times out of 10, I usually cry at the end. The students are his symphony. I do like biopics. I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. I loved Ray. I loved Johnny Cash. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with The Doors with Val Kilmer. So it's not like I'm completely averse to it. But I kind of think of it as, if you're a doctor and you doctor all day, do you come home and watch, Chicago Med and Grey's Anatomy? Is Grey's Anatomy still a thing? So, I'm going to watch the trailer for the first time. I know that's, again, very hard to believe because I'm a music teacher. But when this first came out, of course, everybody asked me, have you watched this movie? You got to see this movie, blah, blah, blah. And I just heard stuff about, it's about, a verbally and maybe physically abusive teacher and, some suburban white kid who wants to be a jazz player. Man, if you look back here, those are all my comic book graphic novels. Give me an Avengers movie anytime before something like this. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to react to this. And then in the comments section, if you all would like to see me actually react to the whole movie and give my analysis of the whole movie, vote in the comments section. And we like democracy around here. Whoever has the most votes wins. And if you want me to, I will down the road. Before we get into it, please feel free to like, comment, and share. Give me a double tap on the subscription and the notification bell. And I do have a PayPal donation option, link in the description, if you'd like to donate to the cause. So let's get into it. Ooh, this movie is rated R. There's adult situations when you're learning how to play jazz drums in the big city. I really like the music
that they play. Bob Ellis on the drums.
Is Bob Ellis a drummer? Never heard of Bob Ellis.
I'm part of Schaefer's Top Jazz Orchestra. It's the best music school in the country.
Okay, just with that little small shot there, it looks like Miles Teller actually learned how to play drums. That's one of the things that runs me crazy with drummer depictions in a lot of movies. That Thing You Do really comes to mind. Also, that George Strait movie, Pure Country, the drumming, whoever was doing the acting of the drumming just looked so cringy and bad. Looked like Miles Teller actually learned how to play.
The key is to just relax. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about what the other guys are thinking. You're here for a reason.
That's perfectly fine words of music education right there, J.K. Simmons.
Fun. 5, 6, and...
I want to be great.
And you're not.
We got Buddy Rich here.
What the hell, man? J.K. Simmons is secretly jacked. That's if you've been to music school, you've never seen a music professor as jacked as that guy.
Little trouble there. You're rushing. Here we go. 5, 6, and...
Oh, Hollywood. Thing is, that's happened to me. So J.K. Simmons just chucked a music stand at Miles Teller. That happened to me. All county band in high school. They brought in this, when you do all county, you bring in guest conductors. This lady came in. I'm sure I was being a 16 or 17-year-old jack off asshole in the back of the room, and Miss, I won't say her name, definitely threw a music stand at me in my direction. She wasn't trying to hit me. Funny story, my second high school drumline job, she was the choir director, and I went in and she remembered me. I was like, hey, remember, 8-9 years ago where you threw a music stand at me? And she just goes, did you deserve it? And I was like, probably.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
I don't know.
If you deliberately sabotage...
Oh, okay. This is one of the reasons that I didn't go watch this. This movie could only happen above the Mason-Dixon line. I went to a Southern HBCU, come into that jazz room and smack somebody as a professor. Your old ass going to catch some hands. That is ridiculous. Oh my God. Now I know I didn't watch this movie. That would never happen down south. That would only happen up north with some scared to death, cracker from the suburbs who grew up in a subdivision who would take that shit. Go ahead and try to smack me, old man. I'd whip that dude's ass.
It's my band. I will gut you like a pig.
Are you one of those single peer people?
No.
You are a worthless pansy ass who is now weeping and slobbering all over my drum set.
And now you're the old man who I have now body slammed through the bass drum. Give me a break.
Like a 9-year-old girl.
God.
So how's it going with the studio band?
Good. Yeah, I think he...
Paul
likes me more
Reiser,
now.
he's abusive. I'm yelling. I'm a music
I
professor.
push people beyond what's expected of them. I believe that is...
That's the most cringy, like his drum face right there. That's very Hollywood dramatic cringy.
an absolute necessity.
I want to
I've
be
broken
one of the greats.
heads like that.
And because I'm doing that, it's going to take up more of my
being
time.
pissed.
This is why I don't think that we should be together.
Because I care about a dying art form where if I do become a successful jazz player, I'm probably going to end up playing in a lounge on a cruise ship.
I would never
So
let
I don't want a pretty woman to mess with that.
him put my son
looks
through hell.
fucking
Why
stupid.
would you let him get away with what he did to you?
There are no two words in the English language more harmful than good job.
Not completely wrong, but yet not completely right. Man, this is so fucking silly. This whole thing has just triggered me beyond. I need a drink. That most dangerous word is good job. I've played in bands with cats like that, and that shit, like, it grinds on you. It's okay to tell somebody that they've done okay. Now, the flip side of that is to not give an empty platitude and say to someone, good job, when they've not. Ugh. Miles Teller is a really good actor. J.K. Simmons is secretly jacked. Man. Oh, okay, so it looks like okay. So there was a scene there where it looks like he finally tackled the professor. Now, the difference between up north and down south is that motherfucker would have got one chance. That's probably after like weeks and months of abuse that he finally snapped. You ain't pulling that shit down here, music professor. Whiplash. Yeah, I know it's hard to believe that I've never watched that, but I'm very good at staying away from stuff I don't want to see. I've never seen the movie Titanic. Man, I really don't want to watch that movie, but I will for my fans. If you all down in the comments section overwhelmingly say that I should watch it and then do a video on it, I will. I would have liked to seen more of him playing. I would like to really see if he actually worked on. He looked like there was just like a couple seconds of him playing, and it looked like he actually did work on his traditional grip and to actually look like that you're playing. And that's just a thing. Like, you watch movies where there's drummers that obviously didn't play. Oh, another one that comes to mind is the Pussycats. What is it? Shit, Josie and the Pussycats, like that girl that didn't work on her drumming at all. It takes a drummer out of it, and that's really a thing that only drummers really care about. But yeah, okay, my reactions of that movie or that trailer is, it seems like it's going to be mega cringy. I'm probably going to get pissed off if I watch it, and it's just another example of Hollywood just putting too much a movie just about like a healthy relationship between a teacher and a student probably isn't all that interesting. So I guess it's the right way to go to do, protagonist, antagonist, professor, teacher relationship, but that seems fucking stupid. But I will take one for the team if y'all want me to. So if y'all enjoyed that, please again give me a like, comment, and share. Please give me a double tap on the subscription and the notification bell. Also, hit me up on PayPal if you'd like to donate to the cause. And remember, if your music or any professor slaps you, kick that ass. And keep practicing till it's easy.